What's up, y'all? Ninja Nick here with Tactical Gaming, bringing you guys a breakdown video of my CMMG 308 Banshee. This is Freya, the Queen of the Gods. Quite literally, that is what it says right here on the side. Queen of the Gods. She's the Queen of the Valkyries. She's a sexy, sexy, sexy bitch. I love this gun. Most expensive gun I've ever bought so far, and honestly probably will be one of the most expensive guns I buy for a very, very long time. Did just recently make a new purchase, just waiting for it to get here. Bought it off of Palmetto State like I have a few of my other guns, and honestly, despite what a lot of people will say, Palmetto is a pretty good company when it comes to sending your guns promptly. I ordered this thing on the 10th and it's coming in on the 17th, so I'm pretty happy. Keep an eye out for that unboxing video and everything else. But here is the breakdown of my CMMG Banshee. So, just like all my other guns that I've done breakdown videos on, which hopefully you guys have seen. If you haven't seen any of those, watch them. But I'll show you. Here is my Wick Machine SME sound mitigation device, or, whatever you want to call it. But this thing rocks because it's like a suppressor, but not a suppressor, because it literally doesn't dissipate the sound at all. It focuses it forward. So, like I did with my 5.56, with the 308, it's the same thing. It's literally just an empty cylinder that you screw on to the front. Okay? Very, very, very good. Now, 308, awesome gun, especially this thing. So, I'll show you guys the take up and break up for this gun. And beforehand, show you guys, look, no mag in there. No rounds. Look at that. Look, barely anything when it comes to this gun. Okay? So, let's see that again. Boop. Now, here is the take up for it. Boop. And then, boop. Like, so good. And this is literally a stock trigger. Stock trigger on all my rifles that I have. Every single one. I've not had to have any reasoning to actually switch out any of them on my gun. So, just like on the other ones, right? You have your takedown pins. Now, the difference with this one, which is something I like a lot, is these pins literally have like a little divot on the inside, on the front and the back. You kind of can see it. You see, like, right there, that little hole, it looks like. Front and back both have those. Rocks. Love it. Because it literally makes it so much easier to actually break it down. So, push that out. Now, front one. Got that. Okay. So, here's the lower. The sexy little pew pew. Yeah. Here is the upper. Now this is a 12.5. So it literally goes from here all the way up to here. Now it does add in a couple extra, mainly due to the fact that it has the actual SME on the front. But doesn't make too much of a difference. It makes a little bit of a difference, but not too much. But just like in any other AR style rifle, you take out your bolt carrier group. You pull out your charging handle, which for me, I have an ambidextrous oversized CMMG one, just like I have on my actual 5.56. I have one of these on every single one of my AR style rifles. I love these things. Every single one has one of these. Lefty, righty, it doesn't matter. And in my opinion, this is just my opinion, it's not a suggestion or anything else, but coming off of the whole thought process and tactical, like, leaning towards, it's more of, if something happens, like, God forbid, your main arm gets injured or whatever else, the fact of the matter is, you have the availability to either use your left side or right side to be able to pull this out. And, or let's just say, one of these sides gets broken, and, or like, let's say it's this side. You don't have to worry because, look, that side. this side, doesn't matter. Okay, now here is the bolt carrier group for it. Now this one, because it is a CMMG, is a slight difference when it comes to how the bolt carrier group for an AR and all that is. Now it does the same thing. So it literally has your firing pin in here. Your firing pin's right here. Actually, with this one you can see it a little bit better because they have it as a steel looking color. You have your little pin right here that actually keeps the firing pin in there. So without that, your firing pin is not going to stay in there. So you need to make sure, I said this in all my other ones when it comes to these, don't lose this pin, okay? You lose this pin, this whole thing becomes useless until you buy a new one. And trust me, you don't want to do that, okay? So here's your bolt carrier group. Now, it's all apart. Let's put it back together. Not going to take very long. So you get that on in there. You get your sexy little, now you get that. Pull that all the way back. No, don't come on out that way. No. Here we go. Hang on. Yep. Did that. I did that in the last one too. But get that on in there. Now, so that you don't make that little mistake. So the reason why I did that, right, is this part. This right here. See that? So if this is back, like how it is right now, if you try to get that in there, it's going to hit this and it's going to get stuck. Okay? So you're going to want that forward like so. Okay? It's the same thing with your any kind of 5.56 or anything else that has that exact kind of bolt carrier group. So then you shove it in there. Let's just close that up. Make it a little bit easier. Ow. Now, I do suggest having like a hammer or anything else that might help you get the pins on in there, because sometimes the pins, like at least in this one, because I have not broken this one down very often, so this front pin is super tight. And honestly, I don't have a problem with that. I like that fact, because that means I won't have to worry about these pins ever actually like accidentally coming out from excessive shooting. But now that it's actually been broken down and all that, show you guys, boop, fully functional. Boop. Hell yeah. Okay, so that is the breakdown and reassembly of my CMMG Banshee 308. Most expensive gun I ever bought. This thing was damn near $2,000. But she was worth it because she be sexy. This Cerakote just looking great. The SME on there looking good. The bipod. I got my little red dot with my magnifier. And everything else. Oh, also, one of the things I love about this thing is, okay, so you see that little thing right there? Normally you have to push this down to, pull this out, right? Well, with this, I don't need to do that. Watch. See that? Boom. This is the type of brace where all you need to do is boop, pull it back, and you have it. Now, best part is it comes with a little bolt that you can actually put in here to have it set to the specific length where you want it to lock at. So that's pretty awesome. So there is my 308 Banshee. This is Freya, the queen of the gods. Fully roomed out and looking sexy like always. So I hope everyone enjoyed the video. I hope this was helpful to show you guys that taking your gun apart is not hard. It's literally just a few easy steps, and cleaning it is literally just going to be you gathering all that you need, such as your oils, your rags and everything else, just to simply clean the inside and all that. It's really, really, really easy. Not that hard. Literally will take you 15-20 minutes depending on how anal I've used that before, how anal you are about the cleaning of your gun. Okay? And as long as you keep your gun in a dry spot, you don't have to worry about rust, so you don't have to worry about constantly wiping it down, constantly cleaning the inside. only clean it after using it several times. So I'm not saying, oh, hey, you just shot it 5 times. It will not require a cleaning. If you put in a couple hundred rounds, depending on how dirty the rounds are, so if you're shooting wolf case ammo, something cheap, you might want to clean it a little bit. But anytime you start having failure to feed or any of that kind of stuff, that's generally a good idea when you start either cleaning or changing your ammo. Okay? So hopefully this was helpful. Hopefully you all enjoyed it. Hopefully everyone has a great day, great night, great evening, all that great stuff. You know exactly what I mean. Catch me for my next one. Later, y'all.